Breaking news tonight, we've just learned a man is dead and a person of interest is in custody. This after a shooting late this afternoon in Siloam Springs. Now the scene is at the Meadow Court and Mount Olive Street intersection. That's right across the street from the Siloam Springs Intermediate School. Now police tell us no schools or school property are involved in this incident.
And here's new video just into our newsroom. Siloam Springs police say this is an active investigation. The shooting reported about 3:20 this afternoon. They're asking people to avoid the area if they can. Although they do say they have one person in custody, they're searching for anyone else who might have been involved or witnessed this. People with information should call Siloam Springs police. And of course, we'll keep you updated as we learn more.
Razorback football fills the air with excitement, but there may be some worries about safety this weekend, of course, on the heels of the false shooter claim on campus that took place this past Monday.
Yeah, 5 News reporter Claire Everbach shows us what fans need to know before heading to the stadium.
Game day at Razorback Stadium brings thousands of fans and lots of energy, but university officials say that being prepared can make all the difference.
Athletic directors encourage fans to download the Arkansas Razorbacks app to load their tickets in advance and save time at the gates. And while fans are told to arrive early, traffic and long lines are still expected. But University of Arkansas police say a good mindset goes a long way in helping everyone enjoy the day.
Well, the biggest thing is, especially on the way to the game, is patience. First game of the season, there's a lot of folks who may not have been able to attend games previously, so they may not be as familiar with the traffic flow, the traffic patterns.
Officials say that keeping that in mind will make game day safer and more enjoyable for everyone. In Fayetteville, covering news where you live, Claire Everbach, 5 News.
Thanks, Claire. And we'll have pregame coverage tomorrow on the Hill to get you ready for the first game of the season. Alex Stewart and Robin Hearn will be there live before kickoff. That all starts at noon right here on Channel 5.
Tonight, a warning from University of Arkansas at Monticello. A fungal disease infecting South Arkansas's pine forest has forest health experts on high alert tonight. It's called brown spot needle blight. It affects pine needles, leading to premature needle loss, stunted growth, and long-term stress that makes trees more vulnerable to pests and pathogens. The fungal disease has been around for a while, but experts say it's been unproblematic until now, because it's affecting loblolly pine trees. It's been found on these pine trees in 11 additional counties in Arkansas this year, bringing the total number of confirmed counties up to 25.
It's not super easy because it takes a lot of time and money to set up a mill. And I think sometimes there's some misperceptions about forestry activity, that if people are cutting down trees, it's bad, when actually it's good for forest health to remove trees when you have too many of them.
UAMS Forest Health Research Center is working now on ways to keep the forests healthy and try to reduce the economic impact on the lumber industry.
Well, a ceremony at the Arkansas State Capitol today marked 20 years since the dedication of the Little Rock 9 monument. That monument honors the 9 students who 68 years ago integrated Little Rock Central High School. One of the Little Rock 9 was at today's ceremony. Elizabeth Eckford talked about her memories of that school year and the troubles and dangers she saw just heading to class every day. She also reflected on the history made and praised the students who came after her for persevering until the high school was officially integrated more than a decade later.
When I look at the statues, I'm impressed by the body attitudes that were captured. I want to be remembered not as a brave person, but as one who just kept coming back to school in spite of knowing that it wasn't going to get better.
Eckford went on to serve in the U.S. Army, work as a teacher and reporter, and later as a public servant. Now she travels the country sharing her story, reminding young people that even small acts of courage can spark real change. Well, a major update in Arkansas's long-running battle over a casino license in Pope County. A federal judge upheld last November's vote that stripped the Cherokee Nation of Arkansas's 4th casino license. The ruling also backs the new requirement that any future casino deals will need local approval. The Cherokee Nation had sued, calling Amendment 104 unconstitutional, but the judge dismissed the case. The tribe now says it's reviewing the ruling and weighing its next steps. Well, the Fayetteville School Board is looking to fill a vacancy. Zone 4 member Katrina Osborne resigned yesterday. She'd served on the board since 2020. If you live in Zone 4 and you are interested in applying, you can submit your resume along with a petition signed by 20 Zone 4 residents, and the board plans to appoint a replacement at a special meeting in October.
City of Springdale opened up a new baseball field and a new state-of-the-art complex at the Shaw Family Park. The city and the Shaw family unveiled the complex at a ribbon cutting today. City says the fields feature artificial turf with special weather resilience features. They also say new lights have been added to help with energy efficiency. Mayor of Springdale says it'll be a good addition for not only his city, but the entire area.
This park is bordered on two sides by Elm Springs, so it's not only Springdale residents that enjoy this park, and we're happy to provide that for the citizens of Elm Springs too, that live around the park, but people from all over Springdale will come to this park. The ball fields will add to that.
Funding for the park came from the park's bond program that was passed by voters 2 years ago. U.S. economy projected to add a little more than 5 million jobs in the next 9 years, so says a new report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. That's a projected 3.1% growth from the years 2024 to 34. It's slower than the 13% growth recorded from 2014 to last year. Healthcare and social assistance projected to have the largest sector growth because aging populations and growing chronic conditions. Retail trade, by the way, projected to lose the most jobs because of advances in automation and e-commerce alongside consolidation of business practices. Well, the Powerball's biggest jackpot of the year, surpassing $1 billion. It is the 6th time in Powerball history the jackpot has made it to 10 figures. If someone wins that, player can choose to get 29 yearly payments or a lump sum payment of $429 million. That's after taxes. Drawing is tomorrow night. Get your tickets just before 10 o'clock.
Tonight, we're hearing from the families of the 2 children who were killed in this week's Minneapolis Catholic school shooting. 15 other students and 3 adults were also hurt. Investigators are pouring through the shooter's life, including questioning their family, looking through hundreds of journal pages filled with disturbing messages. Meanwhile, Jesse Merkel, the father of 8-year-old Fletcher, is asking the world to remember his little boy as the person he was and not the act that ended his life.
Fletcher loved his family, friends, fishing, cooking, and any sport that he was allowed to play.
In a statement, the family of Harper Moisky says she was a bright, joyful, and deeply loved 10-year-old whose laughter, kindness, and spirit touched everyone who knew her. They also urged leaders to take meaningful steps to address gun violence and the mental health crisis in America. Well, Monday's false active shooter call at the University of Arkansas sent shockwaves through campus. Within hours, police confirmed it was a hoax.
5 News is among those local media outlets that obtained the initial 911 call behind that hoax. And after reviewing the audio, our team has made the decision now not to publish or air those calls.
Yeah, here's why. The audio includes simulated gunfire, which could be traumatizing. Sharing the call also risks exposing that 911 operator to undue online harassment. And also, experts warn this could inspire copycats.
Exactly. Our goal now is to keep the community informed while minimizing harm. You could read more about our decision and the research behind it on our website at 5newsonline.com.